A high-speed fail by Cole Marting. The original version of this article was on X. In 2008, California voters approved the ambitious California high-speed rail project, hoping for a futuristic, easy, and efficient transportation system. The goal was to connect California's major metropolitan areas, cut down on traffic, reduce emissions, and ultimately be a better alternative to short shuttle flights. So, in 2024, you would expect thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of Californians to use this system daily, but you would be very wrong. Nearly 16 years later, not a single segment of the rail system has been finished. A recent letter from the ranking member of the U.S. Senate Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation revealed that there is still no expected completion date, even after all these years. But the project is not just behind schedule, it's also well over budget. Its cost has skyrocketed to an astonishing $128 billion, far exceeding the initial estimate of around $40 billion. The 2023 Project Update report shows just the small 171-mile portion of the now scaled-down project has exceeded its allocated funding by $10 billion. An over-budget and behind-schedule high-speed rail is not what the voters decided in 2008. But this isn't just a California problem. The federal government, and by extension, all U.S. taxpayers, are now heavily invested. President Biden's Department of Transportation awarded the California High-Speed Rail Authority a $3 billion grant. Now Congress is stepping in and requesting the U.S. Department of Transportation to provide documentation on the failing project and why it continues to get federal funding. The high-speed rail was supposed to be a game-changer, but it has become a symbol of mismanagement and unfulfilled promises. As I travel to see family in the Central Valley, I literally pass the broken pieces and promises of the high-speed rail along California Highway 99. Pouring more money into the high-speed rail project is a critical misallocation of taxpayer resources. The concept of high-speed rail is not inherently flawed. Countries like Japan, France, and China have successfully implemented such systems. However, this initiative, led by misguided politicians more focused on virtue signaling a green future than on practical solutions, has been plagued by poor planning, bureaucratic red tape, and escalating costs. It's not hard to see the similarities between the issues in the transition to renewable energy and the shutdown of our California nuclear power plants. But today, we must ask ourselves, should we just push through and complete the no-end-in-sight project? Absolutely not. It's crucial to remember the sunk cost fallacy, the idea that we should continue down a path just because of the substantial resources already invested, even when it's clear the project is failing. Continuing to pour money into this black hole is not the solution. It's time to call the California High-Speed Rail Project what it is: a high-speed fail. We must recognize this reality, cut our losses, and redirect our efforts and funds toward more viable and beneficial projects for California's future. Grid upgrades, water storage expansion, or road repairs would be far better uses of our infrastructure-allocated tax dollars. Let's immediately stop this misguided venture and focus on common-sense initiatives that will benefit all Californians. Cole Marting is the executive director of the California Young Republicans, board member of the San Diego Young Republicans, and author of California's Toughest Challenges and the Common Sense Conservatives' Ways